Well, hello there.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of the Tabletop Trio podcast. I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Graham.
And we've got a fun one for you tonight. We're going to be previewing the Saucetoberfest show that we're going to this weekend. And we have some breaking news. We're going to have a special guest call in probably a couple minutes to go over all of the festivities for Saucetoberfest. This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, always exciting.
It's
Never
it's
a
going to be
dull
a good time.
moment.
No, that's for sure. We're also going to be recapping our previous Hot Sauce Festival experience. Joe's going to be recapping his vacation and a whole lot of other fun stuff. I'm so jealous.
Very jealous of the vacation.
It was a good time.
The pictures that I saw alone
Gorgeous.
were incredible.
Gorgeous. The whole
You know,
thing.
The whole thing was great, and then the icing on the cake was just, not working.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best part? Just not going to work.
It's twofold. Because not only was I not going to work, but it's not even like a normal vacation where you still want to wake up early and you start the day. Not in Armenia. The day starts at 1. So you wake up at 11,
What?
12. That's breakfast time. It's hot. It's a desert.
Nah,
Yeah,
that'll
true.
piss me off now. I gotta
Yeah,
get up
well,
early.
Well, here's the thing. Everything is open till 4 in the morning. Everything. So I got hungry at 1 a.m. and I was like, I guess I'll suffer with whatever we have in the fridge. And then my mother-in-law was like, no, you just delivery apps here. I'm like, wait, you guys have delivery apps? And they're like, yeah, check it out. So I went to this delivery
We're not
app.
a third world country.
Well, no, it wasn't advertised. It's not so we were in the Times Square of Armenia. There were 3 billboards. That's it. One was on one end, one's on the other end, and there was one in the middle.
What were they for?
One was for Samsung. They had the wraparound. Cool. One was for a catch-all, just a billboard off in the distance. And then one was not even for. It was just an office that was there. It was their billboard.
What marketing?
Yeah, it was very
Amazing.
small. Their buses don't have billboards on. It was great.
That's
I
nice.
forgot that you could just walk around and
Not be flooded
look
with
at
information.
just look at
Just look at
what's
cool
there.
stuff.
I was like, oh man. And then I came back here and first 5 things I saw was just ad, and I'm like, oh, we're back.
Yeah. Well, it's like driving through Maine. There's no billboards on their highways in Maine.
Kind of love that.
Kind of like how there's one billboard the entire length of the Garden State Parkway, specifically on the parkway.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
PNC Bank Arts Center.
That's it.
Their sign is the only billboard the entire length of the parkway,
That's crazy.
from Cape May up to North Jersey.
How much do you think they paid for that?
Well,
I don't know.
their venues across the street.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have to pay for it?
I
It's
think-
on the parkway, you
I,
said.
I think they own the property.
That
So like the
could they just made a big ass sign?
it's-
Yeah, because like there
oh
are
sucks that you put a road right across the street of what we own.
Oh
yeah,
no.
well, 'cause there are other billboards you can see from the parkway,
Okay.
but those are more on like Route 9 when you're going up and over the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like the turnpike when it gets closer to the turnpike and that kind of stuff. Those billboards are there, but there's nothing actually on the Garden State Parkway that's considered a billboard, except for the sign for PNC. All because they
something
have
new every
ads
day.
on their sign.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That'll be my Jersey trivia coming up on when I'm on air. But speaking of on air, speaking of callers, we actually have a caller calling in right now.
Oh boy.
And joining us on the show today, the one and only Cast Iron Kyle. Hey, Kyle, how's it going?
Hey guys, how are you?
Not too bad.
I
How's it
didn't
going?
want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt Joe's desert DoorDash story, but I know you guys wanted to touch on Saucetoberfest here. Have you guys ever had the Chips Ahoy Reese's collab cookie? It's like it's life changing. I'm sitting here on my couch. I feel like I could travel through time.
Are you sure there's nothing else in said cookie?
Yeah, that sounds like a specialty cookie.
It's a boutique cookie.
No, but let me tell you, they are way better when you do a little bit of that stuff. Joe, I wanted to ask you. You went to Armenia. You said it's like a desert out there. Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, and Armenia is about the size of New Jersey, and there's like 4 different seasons inside of it. So if you go in one direction, there's a forest. If you go in the other direction, it's like a tundra. Right in the middle is desert, and I think there's mountains up in the other direction, so it's just really cold.
You know, New Jersey's the size of New Jersey, and we have 4 seasons here, and you could skip the whole flight.
Yeah, but they had so much better food.
Isn't Armenia in between like
yeah,
Iran and
a lot of bad
Turkey
places.
and-
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, it's smack in the middle.
Worst neighbors ever.
Yeah, I think Graham slipped and said it's not a third world country. I mean, it might be close, but it seems like it's pretty. But yeah, dude. So you guys are going to be involved in Saucetoberfest one way or another, whether it's judging or hanging out and doing some live stuff. It's kind of a different show than you guys are used to because there's actually like a live stage, there's live bands, live music. It's like a totally different vibe, and it's like definitely the grand opening of fall, and I love it. It's actually the festival that got me involved in hot sauce. Like that festival I went to, and I said, all right, I want a piece of this action. So it has a close place in my heart. So I really appreciate you guys taking part in that. You do a better job than we do covering it. If I could be 100% honest. And, I'm like, because we have Tyler down now because of the baby, which is, I mean, it's an excuse, but it's a good excuse. Very cute excuse. She burped and farted today when I was over there.
Oh, that's a win.
Yes.
The twofer.
Oh, for sure. She's so cute. Her face is my background on my phone. It's kind of creepy if you don't know the backstory, but she's good. And PJ broke off into doing his own venture and focusing on his photography, which was cool. It was weird because we were thinking PJ's going to leave Full Slice. Like, is that like, are we like breaking up with him? Like, how is this going to work?
You can never talk to him again.
Well, I mean, you guys know it's kind of tough to lose somebody that you see every other week or every week that you consistently creatively develop with, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm going to go off on my own. So it's like, oh man, I'm happy but like sad at the same time. So it's been like a funky transitional period for Full Slice. So you guys have been the moderators for us, so to speak, for the Hot Sauce Festival. And you do a really good job, and I'm excited that you can be there. And Joe, I mean, what an idea for the game. Are we allowed to talk about your idea for the game? Would you like to talk about that?
This guy right here.
So we have it on camera for those of you watching live.
We might be test running it.
We are, and we're calling it Tabletop Operation.
I love that. Oh my God, guys, stop. You're too good. That is crazy. That's so Tabletop Operation. Oh my God, I am not in pants that allow this erection. That is great.
I can only get so hard.
Oh my God, they're Ren and Stimpy pajama shorts. Which is,
Tell
which
me
is
what
crazy
you're wearing.
when you electric scooter to your brother's house in almost dark, with a baby as the background on your phone. But yeah, that is such a good name, and you wanted to incorporate like eating a hot pepper and then drawing out said things from the operation guy. Like, is that right?
Yes. So
I love that.
So the way it's going to work, and we're kind of playing around with two different ideas. The first one, you do a hit of some hot sauce, and we essentially we wait 10 seconds for the burn to finally kick in, and then you have 15, 20 seconds.
15.
We're eyeballing.
Make it a challenge.
To pull a piece out of the board.
No, he's the challenge.
Or the other option.
I like that because, dude, if you have a hot enough pepper, you can't really sit still because your body is literally sending messages to your brain saying something's trying to kill us.
Exactly.
So,
Panic
so the
now.
other thing is, while I was picking up Operation, the corner of my eye caught these goggles that are the upside down challenge goggles, and it flips everything upside down. So I was like, what if we just give you a minute in a hot sauce, see if you can get one? And I was able to pick out about 6 pieces in about 30 seconds without hitting a border. I put these goggles on. I couldn't get one piece.
Dude, we're going to be shocking strangers' systems. They're going to think they're drunk, drowning, and dying.
All at once.
Oh, my
and it's
God.
going
Joe,
to be
that is
hilarious.
such a good idea, dude. That's a great idea.
So,
wow.
We'll see how it goes.
I love that. And the other thing that I'm excited for you guys to see and be part of the inaugural trial. Inaugural is a really fancy word for saying we're going to try this shit out. And
alpha testing.
We'll see how it works.
Yeah. So for Philly, we brought in 8 new judges, like we talked about last episode. Brought in 8 new judges, and Hell's Kitchen still stormed the capsule. And it was cool because it was like, all right, so there's nothing going on here. I wasn't even judging. It was just 8 new judges. And this time we're like, you know what? We're going to even amp it up further. We're going to have new blood in the game. We're going to have old blood in the game. And we're going to do it live. So anybody that enters, they're going to see their sauces being tasted, see the reactions of people trying it. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, that should be interesting. I think I'm going to
bring
bring
more
my
of a reaction than that.
I think I'm going to bring my little I don't have a Stanley because I'm not fancy, but I'm gonna bring my little cooler with some ice
Joe, shut
milk.
up.
Some iced milk ready to go.
Stop, pause. I'm not bringing my Stanley because I'm not fancy. What happened? Did you forget it in fucking Armenia, Joe?
He has one. Don't let him lie to you.
Is that what I heard properly? Did you forget it? When you were in the volleyball court of Iran and Turkey? Did you forget? Are you serious? Oh,
Never in the history of Armenia has it been called the volleyball
camel,
court.
No, I don't think so.
That's funny.
That is amazing.
Oh, God. I love you guys. I like it that we can bounce stuff like that off of each other with a text after, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. So funny. There was an old podcast I was listening to with this comedian Colin Quinn. He was really funny guy, and he's a comedian, New York comedian, and he was trashing a bunch of new comics. And there was this comedian named Bob Kelly, and he's like, "Why don't we get a big window for you to stick your head out of the car?" And he goes, "What is that, a dog joke?" He goes, "No, it's a horse joke. Why don't you go get your shoes nailed?" So I'm like, "Damn, that's the kind of camaraderie we need."
Amazing.
So the event, if you want, I don't want to take up the whole podcast here, but I wanted to let you guys know the details on it. I'm going to raw dog it here, see if I can get it right. Saturday is 11 to 6. Sunday's 11 to 5. We're ending it an hour earlier because Sunday in fall it gets darker earlier.
You gotta clip that.
There's gonna be pumpkin picking. The food trucks there are so sick. They're so good. A lot of hot sauces. Beer. There's like beer tasting. There's artisan crafts. There's live music. It's just like a big that first fall event where you're like, all right, I'm gonna need a flannel in 2 weeks. Let's get going here.
Yes.
And it's in Flemington on 1050 Route 523. You can't miss it. You drive down the road, you see Schaefer Farms, you see a huge parking lot. They got parking attendants. It's a cool hot sauce show. They actually have parking attendants there, guys. We're getting fancy now.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Stepping our game up.
Not worrying about people parked in the area we're doing the show, unlike another show that we did earlier.
Where was that?
Up in Boston. We're set up and we're waiting for people to move their cars.
Oh God, yeah. We're like, yeah, you have to get that out of here because people need to be where that car is.
It's some dude in Acura literally in the middle of our tent. We're just like, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah,
Having a good time.
We need to live here for the next 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Can we move?
Dude, speaking of that, you guys bring that up. Boston, we just nailed down some details for where we're going to be holding that and some special guests we're going to have for that show. And once I get the details for that, I'd love to sit down and chat about that.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I want you guys to be part of that. And I think what I want to do this year is get some sort of an Airbnb where we can all stay and do like pre-game, post-game coverage kind of thing, you know.
Love that. Love that.
I'm gonna do the what's that website? The five something that they're all like
Fiverr?
overseas. Yeah, Fiverr. I'm gonna get like knockoff NFL, like Fox NFL music for the pre-show, post-show.
Yeah, without a doubt. We all show up in suits, just cause.
This just in. Broadcasting
That's
live from the
great.
sidelines.
Yeah, this
Just
just
Top
in.
Trio reporter.
I can't feel my mouth.
Back to you, Jim.
Did all the Uber drivers in Armenia have like Eagles championship hats from the Super Bowl that they didn't win?
Ouch.
No, they're not that far out. We all know those go to Africa.
Jesus.
They don't make it to the next continent.
Yeah, they all get picked up there.
No, that's you. I actually did a little deep dive when you told me you were going there. I hung up with you and I told Christy, I said, Joe can't be a judge. And I'm like, sad. She's like, why? What happened? I said, he's going to Armenia. She's like, oh, that's like fucking awesome. I'm like, I don't know where that is. Like, is it in Greece?
A lot of people
I'm
say
like,
that.
All of a sudden, I'm looking up Armenia and I'm learning all about it. And I'm like, damn, fuck Joe. Man, that's such a cool trip. That's awesome. Like,
Fuck Joe. Fuck that guy.
yeah, fuck Joe, man. He's out there, like fucking finding sidewinder snakes and shit, dude. Fucking awesome, dude.
So admittedly, when Joe said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Armenia," blah blah blah, I also looked up where it was, and so did my girlfriend's family.
Oh, everyone was like,
so the numbers of Google searches for Armenia went up exponentially.
we're hitting them up.
When Joe said he's going on vacation.
Giving them recognition.
Yeah,
See, Tabletop Trio moved the needle, damn it. Armenia Board of Tourism, where's our money?
So as
Joe-
of yesterday, they announced that their GDP is up like 6% and like tourism is doing great. And I was like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
No big deal.
All because of the Tabletop Trio podcast.
Don't you worry, guys.
Joe, I want to be honest.
got
I didn't
this.
look up where it was. I knew where it was.
Yo walked around barefoot like Jesus Christ, handing out D&D dice.
Would you like some more?
A D6 for you, my lord.
I looked exactly like a local there. I could have just if
I
didn't
am Armenian.
if I didn't blatantly just speak English perfectly, I would have nailed it. Like if I just looked at people and didn't say anything, and like Elena told people that I was a mute, then they would have been like, "Oh yeah, he's just Armenian. He just can't talk."
Dude, it's crazy because that's like you say your
Except,
wife.
I forgot about that. Graham, I understand you. I got to
Joe,
the
you are
airport.
not a tall man.
Oh, the fuck I wasn't. I
I'm
could have played.
concerned.
I could have played in the NBA over there. I was fucking a giant, dude. We got out of the plane, and it's like a walk down. So you go down, and then you go downstairs. So I'm going down the steps, and then I turn, and then there's everybody like, like the security, but it's a small airport. So I'm in line, and Elena's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, cool. Goes to the bathroom, and then comes back, and I'm like, oh, where'd she go? And then it dawned on me, I could see everywhere. I was a head taller than everyone in the airport.
That is wild.
Except for like the 2 German guys that were there. They still had me covered. But like,
Dude, they say people like Americans in countries like that are like rock stars.
yeah, I felt walking in the streets, going to.
I am a tall man.
I'm like, I'm giant. I can see everything. Do you need to get something from the top shelf? I got you. I understood.
Who is this? Who is this Timu negative of James Harden?
This Wish version.
Great value,
Yeah,
James
that's not-
Harden.
I'm
not
older
James
than
Harden.
him. He's
He's the better me.
the better me.
It's DJ Khaled's second cousin.
But yeah, no, it was wild out there. I was tall as shit.
Kirkland's
That is
signature.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's
no,
funny, dude.
Armenians
That's
are
cool,
short
man.
people?
Should've-
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
that. I'm glad you had a good time, man. You enjoyed it, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm happy just to go to like the Catskills, you know?
Right?
That's
Hey,
a good
this is-
vacation.
This
Don't
is
knock
my
that.
this is my biggest furthest trip away. Usually it is like I'm going to Maine or I'm going to like Cape May. Like I'm not going that far. This is the first one where I'm like, we're gonna need 2 flights and like a hotel in between.
Dude,
So.
Maine is very much like Armenia, dude. Everybody's barefoot. They grow their own food. Like it's very close. Don't just Maine that much.
Oh, I love Maine. It's my favorite place to go.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, listen, guys, I'll let you get back to your show, but I appreciate you giving me a chance to talk to you guys about it. I'm excited. If all of you guys can judge, if some of you guys can judge, we just want Tabletop there, just like every other hot sauce show. You guys crush it. You guys hold the torch for us, and we really appreciate you guys being there. And hopefully we can all network and have a lot of fun. And that's what it's all supposed to be: fun
That's
and
it.
happy.
That's it. I'm 3D printing a gigantic hot pepper to like an Olympic
Wait a
torch.
minute.
You can't be
Are
stopped.
you really?
The genius.
Yeah,
The genius can't be stopped.
I don't know if we can get it for Saturday. It's a big print, but I think I'm gonna try to make a giant like Olympic torch out of like a chili pepper.
Dude, and is there a way we could light it? Like, is there a way we could like?
Oh, we can fashion-
don't you worry.
yeah.
I'll get something going.
Oh my God, that's.
I'm
a great
really good
idea.
at burning things, so
Yeah.
we can figure it out.
It may only work once, but we'll figure it out.
Wait, what did Graham say?
I'm really good at burning things, so we'll figure it
I
out.
bet you're not as good as I am. All good, guys. Listen, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys Saturday and Sunday. Saucetoberfest tickets at Schaefer Farms, and thanks again, guys. Love you.
Dude, that's
All
awesome.
All right,
Thank you
boss.
so much,
Thank
man.
you.
That'd be
All right.
fun.
Dude,
Dude, I had no
cannot
idea
wait.
we could do that.
Yeah.
Where
You just call
we have
people in?
call-ins. I had no clue we could
So-
have call-ins.
Only if you have my phone number.
Yeah. So here's
I'm
the
leaking
thing.
that shit.
We
$10.
we were thinking about doing the call-in things when we first started the show, and then we were going back and forth. I'm like, it could be fun to just like put out a number. So I didn't buy a number. I found a number. You can get them free online. So I had a number that was like pretty easily like rememberable. It was like a 767 like 5545. Like it was a very like easy to remember number. And I was like, perfect. I was trying to get one with trio. So it was like 732 whatever trio. That's what I was trying to get. And I think I got one, but I didn't pay for it, so I lost it. I was like,
Oh,
whatever.
Okay.
And
And
then
then
we
we were
get 888 trio. Because that would be TTT
That would be
trio.
TTT trio. I'll
be
see it maybe.
fantastic.
But then we were going back and forth, and I was like, could that be a problem if like anybody calls? And Bob's thinking about it, and he's like, we don't have a radio dump button live on the air.
Yeah.
So like,
I also have like
if someone says something,
I got piece of shit friends that would just call just to be pieces of shit.
yeah.
And working in radio, oh, I've seen some shit. I
Heard some shit.
I had one guy. This is probably a month ago. This one guy calls up, and I'm getting ready.
It's not even long ago.
I'm getting ready to finish up my shift.
Fresh stories.
And this guy calls me, and he goes, "Hi." And the minute they open up with just a "Hi," you know it's a problem.
This is gonna be good.
This guy goes, "What did you do today?" And I'm like, I'm just here, playing Jersey's biggest hits, like stupid. I'm a radio guy. This guy goes, "I was at my friend's birthday party." Oh, okay. We were popping balloons. Do you like popping balloons? And I'm just like,
this is getting oddly sexual.
Yeah.
Hang up.
literally, and the way he's like, I love popping balloons, feeling them pop in my hands. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
What do you see?
Bye.
That's
the
just
people,
a normal shift for me.
That's the people I would answer. I'd be like, I like shaving balloons.
Oh,
What about? And then I'll keep up in the ante.
so
What are you gonna say next?
I'll out weird. You're weird.
Yeah, what are you doing with the balloon now?
so at the station we have our call
Shove
screen,
it somewhere and inflate.
and if someone has called before, it'll give you like the call tally and all that kind of stuff. And normally the name will pop up and if someone input a name for that person, their information still shows up. Every time I see someone that who calls in and they're like psychopaths or they're screaming and yelling at you, most of the time producers will just write no and hang up.
No.
So this way, every single time they show up, the name is just no, do not answer, or crazy.
I was gonna ask, is
that.
there a way to like flag people?
Yeah. So when I'm doing my weekend shift and I see those answer, I pull up our recording software, I hit record. Hey, how's it going? I answer and I'm like, hey, how are you? Dude, some of the things that these crazies talk about is wild. I had one guy swear he was abducted by aliens because he fought in the war, just the war.
I was gonna say which one.
The war,
The
apparently.
one, obviously, the one you should know about.
And
dumbass.
because he was abducted by aliens. It was a whole thing.
So he fought in the war because of the aliens?
His
You're
exact
asking
words
too many
were,
questions.
I was
I need
abducted by
to.
aliens
This
because-
is why I would talk to these
just
guys.
understand that the war was so big,
Oh.
aliens were involved.
There is no understanding
See,
with these people.
I want the backstory because every batshit story you tell me is a great D&D campaign.
I need that information.
I need that information.
Speaking of D&D,
Yes.
the 2024 rule book has dropped early to master tier subscriptions, and then today it dropped to hero tier subscriptions on D&D Beyond. And I just got my order confirmation that my book's being shipped.
Oh.
I'm pretty excited.
I don't like that they tiered the releases like it's a video game.
I don't mind because I have a master tier, so I just
know,
got
but
the book early, which was really nice. I know.
That just rubs me the wrong way.
Listen, I get it, but that's what all gaming has become. It's
It isn't-
microtransactions. It's this,
It's
that.
board
At
gaming.
least they're not like, hey, we're gonna release 10 magic items that you have to buy separately.
They did.
When?
The Book of Many Things.
That was it. That was a whole book.
Was it?
Yeah.
What was in the book? Oh, wait.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was what the card said. That was what's in the book.
Yeah, but they got card rules. They got all the card spells in there and stuff. There was a whole card thing going on.
And that
I
was
didn't
it.
really read it too much,
Yeah,
honestly.
it was just the cards.
Yeah.
That was it. So, incorrect.
Well, maybe they do. I don't know. I love it. I'm wearing a shirt. I'm going to buy all the books. They got me by the balls.
I got all of them. I
Yeah.
know. Well, I don't buy all the books. I don't buy the storybooks.
I buy all of them.
Well, I know I don't. I'm
I
not
buy
going to
'em
run
online.
the storybooks, so I'm not going to buy them.
See, that's where they get you because they have magic items that are just in those books.
I know.
And monsters, so I get them because that's my goblin in me.
I got all that.
Or that's my
online.
dragon in me. I'm hoarding that shit.
But I'm excited for the new books. Gonna be a little confusing at first because now there's a learning curve.
Yeah, and there's also the conversation of, are we switching? Because you don't have to.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to at all. I like
Yeah.
a lot of the changes I've been reading, but I'm not through it all, and I don't know
people-
if my group's gonna switch.
The people
I actually
who are
don't
gonna,
know anything about the new rules. I have not seen a single thing.
Really?
I
Wow.
am completely in the dark. So
Essentially, they're
I think
streamlining
when you get
things.
the book, we need to do like a deep dive episode on 2024 D&D.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
That'd be
because I
really
think that
cool.
would be really cool to be like, oh, in this class, this is changing. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta,
I know-
we gotta study up then, boys.
Well, here's
dude, I
here's-
know literally nothing about the new.
Monks are sick. Rangers still suck.
No, No.
No, the Rangers, it got some
I
changes
miss
that
my tree board,
make
damn it.
it better.
No. You
But
miss
no.
your roles as tree boy.
Shut up.
Bob notoriously can't roll above.
I'm gonna say 5.
Oh, no, he gets a 6 in there. Stop it.
I have a couple of 10s now and then.
Whoa. Settle down there, Bob.
calm down.
I haven't seen a 10 in 3 weeks.
Here's the thing. When I roll to attack, I usually hit.
Okay.
But when I roll to do literally anything else,
Could we
4,
Dun,
3,
dun, dun.
5,
could we
6,
could we try something?
fart noise.
Can you roll a d20 and a d10 next time? I want to see who rolls higher.
We could just do that now.
No, he doesn't have his dice with him.
They're in the car. I can literally go and get my D&D stuff right now.
Too far. We just have to. We're gonna have to test that and see if you can roll higher on a d10 than on the d20.
And here's the thing. Every session, I have used different dice.
Yeah.
So it's not even like I'm using the same set over and over again.
Buy better dice.
I've been switching them up.
Maybe we'll give you a d10 and a d12 to roll, or like 2 d10, and then maybe you won't be able to get a 1 anymore.
I'm going to be sitting there rolling, and Elena's going to look over because I sit right next to our DM. She's going to look over and be like, Bob, you're rolling a D10. I'm like, oh, I know. I'll probably roll better.
I
And
got
the
a
thing
gag
is-
gift of a D20, but they replaced I think it's 1 through 5 is replaced with, what is it? 15 through 20. So you can still roll kind of low, but you're not like in the dirt.
I think
And you have a better chance of rolling really high.
I was gonna buy one that was.
I would still roll like a 4.
It was the DM dice, and then there was the player dice, and it was a 2-pack. And the DM dice had a 1 where the 1 would be, and a 1 where the 20 would be.
Oh,
And then
love
the
that.
cheater dice had a 20 in both spots. It was like, just don't tell him, just roll the dice.
Just roll them.
And the thing is, I play a halfling. And if you know anything about D&D, halflings have luck. So if you roll a 1, you can just automatically re-roll.
Not this halfling.
I even took bountiful luck as a perk, so anyone within 30 feet of me, when they roll a 1, they can re-roll. I've used that like twice.
We haven't needed it that
The
much.
entire campaign.
He rolls
I've
a lot
used
of
my
twos.
own luck. I roll 2s, which is arguably worse.
And I guarantee if we homebrewed it and said, all right, 1s and 2s or just 2s instead of 1s, you'd start rolling 1s and 3s.
It'd be 3s.
Meanwhile,
Threes.
You'd be dodging
meanwhile,
it.
I play a rogue who is also a wild magic sorcerer. And to roll a wild magic surge, every time I cast a spell, it goes up by 1. So if I roll a 1, if I roll a 2, if I roll a 3, that's the only time I roll high. I'll roll
Dodge those
16,
surges.
17, 9s, like any of those. Yes, I'm counting 9 as a high roll, by the way. Every time I
On a
roll one of
20.
those,
On a 20.
it'll sit there and it's just like, yeah, you're not even going to have the fun wild magic surge. I'm like, I want to fail that.
No,
Give me wild magic.
you fail what you can't fail, and you pass what you can't pass. You get nothing.
Before I'm watching the chat says, the suspense as the number count grows.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I think I started the wild thing with fuck it, let's just keep the number going up because it's more fun this way.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Elena played one, I did the same thing because I thought it'd be fun. And like the highest she ever got was like a 5. And there's like she'd trigger it. Sometimes you trigger back to back. Be like 1 trigger, 1 trigger. Like, all right, yeah, cool. And you're over here. I'm like, what? You got like 1 so far? Maybe 2?
No, I've never actually hit the surge. The only time I did hit was after I did the wild honey because
yeah.
you have to.
You have to.
Oh no, that was a chance die, but you failed it.
I got an
I did.
update. The book's coming this Friday.
Speaking of updates and Dungeons and Dragons, we're in there, boys. PAX Unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
December 5th through the...
That weekend.
7. Hold on. Because that's my birthday weekend also.
Is it?
Yeah.
6th through the 8th.
Yep. I'm the 5th.
I'm
Look at
pumped
that.
for that.
I am...
Oh, dude, your birthday's December 5th?
Yeah.
So is my brother's.
No shit.
Yeah, wild.
Nice.
I was looking at the calendar. I was like, oh, that's my brother's name.
We're friends here. We know things about each other.
You want to hear something really funny? I don't have either of your phone numbers.
This is the only reason us millennials.
like,
we've
yes,
known each other
leak my number.
for like 2 years.
This is the only reason that we millennials keep Facebook Messenger around. I know your name and where I could message you. I don't need a phone number.
Derek met me like the day after I was born. I don't have his phone number. I've never had his phone number.
I actually think I do have his phone number. And the only reason I might have his phone number is from high school. So if it has changed, I no longer have his phone number.
I asked him for it once, and he hit me with a no. And I was like, okay, cool.
I like this.
Yeah,
I like it better this way.
sure. Whatever float your boat, dude.
Oh, man.
You know what? Like, it's really satisfying my tism.
Mm.
I now fill out contact cards on my phone.
Oh.
Oh, it's so...
Do you do...
It
Are you one
brings
of
me
those?
such like joy.
Are you going to be one of those weird people that take pictures
First
of people?
name, last name, middle name. You get a contact picture, your birthday.
Do you do
your
the thing where you
emails.
walk up to people, you're like, nice to meet you? Because I've met people who do that.
I've done it. But if I already know you, I have your picture. I require that my close friends like give me updates when they change their addresses because I need to know where they are.
So here's the thing that was good until the future and internet ruined it. Back in like 2010 to like 2012, Facebook could be fully integrated into Android, like the contact list.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you could sync all your contacts, and it would sync their pictures
Yep,
and
yep,
their
that was
phone
nice.
numbers and email.
Emails, all that.
It would do everything.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. And then it would update the pictures as their profile pictures got updated.
iOS did that as well.
Yeah. And then they just fucking took it off one day. And then that was that. They just murdered it in cold blood.
Yep.
And that's it. The birthdays that I have on here from 2012. I got nothing.
I mean, they don't change, so hopefully
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
I don't know those people anymore.
The
True,
amount
true.
of pictures I have of friends with former like significant others as like contact pictures is way too high. Like,
Love it.
I have a friend who's married to someone completely different
To a whole other
than
person.
the contact picture on my phone.
How's Kate? Ooh, not Kate.
No, that's not good.
Sorry, I was just looking at the picture. What picture? Don't worry about
Like,
it.
my brother's contact picture is a picture of him from high school marching band, like his freshman year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like,
He must enjoy that. He must really love that.
like
I'm sure he wants that picture.
honestly, it's a dope picture, but you know.
I'm in a group chat with my 2 high school aged nieces, and it is the most ruthless group chat
Oh God.
I've ever been a part of. I asked them, because high school just started, how's school going? Immediately start roasting me, eating me alive. And one of their pictures is like them when they were 10. Screenshot, sent it right in the group chat. Everyone shut the fuck up after that. They're my nieces. They're bad. They're bad people. It's okay. I love them.
Just mean people.
I kind of love it. I told them when they were very young and they were sweet girls, I was like, you're going to understand why Uncle Graham's the best. And now they do. They're like, yeah, we get it. We're going to be just like you. I was like, whoa, too far, too far.
Like, yeah,
Pump the brakes.
this
Wrong
is
spectrum,
my
wrong
brother's
spectrum.
picture in high school marching band.
I love
That is
that.
an old. You know how you can tell it's an old picture? Because I can count the pixels.
Yeah. Also, this is just in our picture share that we text each other.
But why?
I feel like it was something
Come and take it.
something someone political was talking about, and it's a picture of an air
Group
conditioner.
chat with the nieces. Dropped it. Just a horrible picture of her.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you want to talk shit? I got your number. Don't worry.
Also, I saw that for about 3 seconds. Yeah, you're right. It's a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what's
Can't
actually.
even put that on the air. That's a problem.
Oh, no.
Read that section.
It's just words. It's not even no sentences there. That's just words.
But it's always like that. They're good kids. They're good kids.
Oh my God.
They are.
Good kid. So we have our tabletop operation.
Tabletop operation.
Please don't sue us.
Can't stress that enough. Don't sue us. They have changed
It has cheaped out
our
so much.
our childhoods. I was at the store and I was picking up the game, and I got excited and I came home and I opened up the box. First of all, what did they do to the tweezers?
I don't know. They look a little more heavy duty, but I feel like they probably feel cheap.
So they made them rounded.
No, pointy.
And then
they're supposed to stab people.
They put these little bubbles on the outside to really just fuck with you. Because now you got
all right.
You gotta
Adding a challenge, we're okay with that.
Yeah. Well, they added a big challenge because I don't know if you can catch it. These are full. Underneath the board, they used to have like cutouts for like where the pieces go.
And it was piece shaped.
Yeah, but the cutouts were piece shaped. Now they're not. They're just rectangles. And they're like way too big rectangles. Like I lifted it down, right?
Yeah.
Where's the pieces?
Gone.
Gone.
Forever.
Gone. That's
what
Narnia.
I don't understand. How much money did they save? Realistically, how much did you save?
It can't be that much.
Right?
Yeah, it can't be.
Well,
right?
I don't know. They didn't
Make
even
the bone look like a bone.
There's not even screws. They just melted the plastic posts to get the paper down.
I get that.
But here's the thing that got me the most. There's no more buzzer in operation.
It just vibrates.
It's a vibrating motor.
It is a serious motor, though. It sounded like it was strong.
There is no buzzer noise.
Do it one more time. It's just a vibrating machine.
If you think someone hasn't popped that motor out and used it for some other things, you're wrong.
I was going to
I guarantee you,
I was
there's
going
some teenager sitting there just like,
we on it.
huh?
It's only $20 for the whole game.
Mom's not going to wonder what this charge is for.
Oh,
Says operation.
Oh,
Doesn't say what kind of operation.
oh, Billy's playing board games. That's cute.
So
Meanwhile,
I was going in the polar opposite direction to take it apart and then wire up just like a comically loud speaker.
train horn.
Like a train horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just,
Yeah.
Just why isn't it done?
Why isn't there a speaker in it? It's supposed to be a buzzer. It's on the fucking instructions say if you touch the metal, the buzzer will go off. And there's no speaker. Hasbro. What are we doing?
Anything to save a buck.
So
Let me see this bad boy.
I don't know. Like, now I understand why I was looking on eBay and like the retro operations were like $70. Now I get
now
it.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
Didn't they used to have little tabs on them that you would grab? Or was it always you grab around the piece?
I think
feel
you
it was always grab around the piece.
But the tweezers used to be like twice as long. Yeah, so you're out.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
suck at this game.
So I was able to pick out like 6 pieces in like 30 seconds as I was talking with Kyle. Now, these great little goggles are for a completely different game called the Upside Down Challenge game.
Please tell me when you look at the camera, your eyes look upside down, Im. Because that would just be fantastic. Oh my God, you look ridiculous.
Can you see my eyes?
No.
Can you see my eyes?
Oh my God, that is terrifying. Oh, I hate it.
Give me
I
a
don't
look,
like
give me a
that
look.
at all.
They're like
You look like one of those creatures from Star Wars.
Hang on, I got an idea. I'm going to take my headset off for a second.
Oh no.
This will be on the gram in 10 seconds. If I could, oh fuck, I can't operate my phone. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna look. Nope, wrong direction. And then it's this one. Nope, I lied. And then
Yeah, this is why people are going to be wearing these goggles while trying to play Operation.
it's this one. And then
Oh, that is horrifying.
hit. Oh, this is hard. Not only because it's not even like you have your full field of view.
Operation's a hard game. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, not trying
Dude, I got like sausage fingers. I couldn't even grab one.
My big meaty claws.
I can't.
What are you trying to do?
I wanted to take a picture.
Why are you in Instagram?
I was gonna do it for the post. Jesus Christ! I couldn't do it. I couldn't get there. I tried. Okay. Can you see my eyes through this? I can't even tell anymore. Oh, there we go.
That is terrifying. So Joe's taking the picture.
Find your vibe. No, there's no vibes.
There's no vibes. The vibes are low, boys.
There's no vibes. I'm gonna soft light it.
You gotta add the filter.
Gotta add the filter. It's not Instagram.
It looks good. It looks good.
Tag people? No one needs to be tagged from this.
Are you going straight up post?
Oh,
Or you,
yeah.
oh my God.
It's on Instagram. There you go. You can see. You can see what my eyes look like. Now, if you
That's a story situation, by the way. This is why I run the video. We're just gonna have
I wanted that on there.
this weird post.
Yep. So you barely. Did you get a piece?
I got a couple pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay. Now let's see if you can get just one.
The hair isn't conducive to this.
I
think we'll figure it out.
It is at the point where I'm kind of debating telling people if you can get one piece with that in like a minute, I'll give you like $300. I don't think it's possible.
Nah, I think they're gonna be able to get it in a minute.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull
Time-
up a timer.
I got a stopwatch.
Hold until the surgeon is scrubbed in and everything.
Yep. Mind you,
Don't touch
you're
me,
not
I'm
in the
sterile.
process of eating hot sauce.
Do you want me to grab a bottle of hot sauce?
Get me a bottle.
No, I don't have anything super spicy. That's the thing. I have regular hot sauces, which is not what we'll be giving people.
Yeah, no, we're getting the good stuff for.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
All right. Well, I found the mic.
It's good. It's in front of you. That was the easiest thing to locate. Let's see if you can get the tweezers.
All right,
Yep,
and
tweezers.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Pure concentration.
Yeah. And
Oh.
you're out. Pull it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Start
Okay,
again.
pull it out and then start again. That's what she said.
No pressure. 20 seconds in. He's doing great. I wish we had the fucking.
I know.
The
Like
one
the-
from
the Who Wants to Be a
Who Wants to Be a
Millionaire?
Exactly the one I was thinking of. That's two buzzes.
There's them all buzzing.
I let it go. I let
Yeah,
it go.
yeah. That's 35 seconds.
Can he do it?
He's really
Struggling.
focusing.
Oh,
And-
this
Oh.
bastard.
Buzzed.
Oh wait,
You got it.
I got it, but
you
it's-
buzzed twice.
put it back in there.
You got 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
7,
Jesus.
5, 4, 3,
Going in
2,
raw.
1.
No buzz.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's doable though. I think it's very doable. I,
think
just
it's with
couldn't
hot
do
sauce?
it. I get me hot sauce. I don't know,
So
man.
you do a bump of hot sauce. You wait 10 seconds.
Yeah. And then you have a minute.
Goggles on. You have a minute.
I don't.
I
You
think
got
that's
to
gonna
go
be
for
difficult.
an easier one. Like you can't go
So
for the dog.
so
you
no,
go or the horse. You go
no,
for the horse. You're a rookie.
Horse is bad because you only got the leg. It's the
You
one
go.
leg.
You go for the water bucket.
The water bucket's not that hard or not that easy.
Oh, what
'Cause
if you
here's-
try and spin the game upside down?
No,
I
because your
know you-
hand is still ass
I know.
backwards.
I know, but
I
you
mean,
can
like-
navigate that part.
Yeah. I think the hardest part is the hand-eye coordination being upside down,
Yeah.
not the board being right side up.
It also is. It's weird because
It's
you
a very
kinda get
narrow.
yeah. You kind of get different looks if you move your eyes.
Yeah.
You got to be looking in the right spot to keep it in the right spot.
Yeah.
That's the key. So
Yeah.
when I was looking at, that's what I was trying to say. You have like these slit views. You don't have your whole field of view upside down. You have just like these narrow little slits that are upside down. So it's like normally you would grab your phone and then you could just look down, see the whole phone and see everything. Now imagine you cut off the top and bottom of your phone so you can only see like the middle square, like picture like an Instagram one,
Almost like tunnel vision
Yeah.
kind of thing.
and that's how those goggles feel.
Jeez.
So that is not fun.
In the chat, For Him Watch says, is a bump of hot sauce the technical term?
Yes.
Now it is.
Yeah. I have heard other people at shows say that.
Let me get a bump.
Yeah, let me get a bump. Let me try that.
Yeah. They also walk around
They could
with
also
like
just have
little
been talking about
spoons
Coke, so.
too.
They do.
Yeah. They were definitely talking about Coke. The more I think about it, they were talking about cocaine.
Yeah, because I think, who was it last show, the one we were in, where they were like, we have our own spoons. And I was like,
For hot sauce?
yeah, for what?
Yeah, we talking sauce? Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh, that was the thing we were supposed to do. We were supposed to, ironically and comically, get the spoons to wear on our necklaces like they do. So don't worry, I got mine.
I love that.
Like a giant rubber band necklace, so you can just really bend it out there.
Oh yeah, a little stretchy guy.
Yeah, a little stretchy. Oh my god, I need
You
it
get
on
the
a lanyard.
retractable.
Oh,
you get the
yeah,
retractable,
the retractable
thing
lid.
like you see with like key
Dude,
cards.
The table. What if we did tabletop trio retractable things with the little spoons on them?
Oh my god.
Little hot sauce.
Those are gonna get used for
Sauce?
cocaine.
Take a bite,
Right
let it go,
away.
shoots back to the corner. We got it.
We just got the little clip on the hip, so it's
Yeah,
like,
the
oh,
clip-
quick release.
That's a business hot sauce.
We know what we're talking about. They have spoons.
We get them like perfectly measured so that they're like eighth of a teaspoon.
Oh my god. Yeah,
But
just doing
we put
bump
a
of hot
lot
sauce.
of work into it.
A lot
like a lot of leg work.
like unnecessary.
But they come out great.
We science it out.
I need quarter.
They're dialed.
I need eighth of a teaspoon, but like, wide. I don't want the little deep, little tiny, like the measuring cup ones.
Yeah,
I need like a nice wide, like it's a pond, not a lake. I need, I need surface area.
Pond, not a lake.
I said what I said.
So that's a quote. I feel like that needs to be on a T-shirt somewhere, like an inspirational.
Oh.
You're going through the pond, not the lake. Joe,
Is that-
2024.
Is this
Be a
supposed to
lake,
is
not
this
a
supposed to be a
pond.
shortcut?
I'm a big fish in a small lake. Nah, I'm a sparrow in a pond. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
Oh man.
I am the alligator in the pond. You are but a turtle in the lake. Like, what the fuck?
The dog shits where the bird eats, and the sparrow knows nothing of the affair.
This has been Inspirational Quotes with Tabletop Trio.
Tune in next time.
Joe just calls the show right there.
Joe's like, all right, cool. Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna pull an executive decision.
We're gonna end this one.
This one's on me. I apologize.
Meanwhile, everyone watching is just like, the fuck? I came here for iRacing.
Speaking of, we are a few weeks in.
Yeah.
Five.
We
5 weeks, 6
are
weeks?
something like that. 6 weeks into our first season of doing not one, but 2 different iRacing leagues.
It's been pretty great.
So yeah, how has your experience been, Joe?
I have it written down for it was supposed to be TNR first race in the books, one of our thoughts so far. And then I think we were sick right before we left, and then I was on vacation, so that was gone. So now we've collected several more weeks.
Yeah.
It's been pretty great. It's a very different experience commentating for like an event versus this traditional podcast.
Mhm.
I think the biggest difference is having 2 different mindsets of like on a podcast, there's no filler noise. You are the filler noise. Like you say in radio, make sure there's no dead space. Always be talking. Someone always be talking to figure it out. Versus with the commentating for iRacing, it's more akin to like, there's a thing in the background. It's constantly making noise. You could just relax for like 5 to 10 seconds and just let the race happen and then talk about something that's happening around the race. And I think that's the biggest
It's
thing
okay
to remember.
It's okay to not talk
Yeah.
during a broadcast, which, as weird as it sounds, makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
People
sometimes
are there to view the event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes you have to let the event breathe.
Yeah.
Like if you watch any other sport and say there's a giant play, team just scored, crowd is going absolutely insane. Sometimes it's okay to just not say anything.
Yeah.
Let the crowd, let the energy tell the story. And with it being streamed, broadcast, you know, shown on camera, your picture's telling the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the easiest and the best thing to do is just
Wipe your
not
hands
say
of it.
anything.
Stay
Yeah.
away.
So
Just let the people see what's going on.
yeah, so that's been like a very different experience. Also, the people coming to watch the races are fun. You know, like just talking to the guys who are doing the racing, always have like interesting insights. And like, I am a beginner when it comes to racing stuff. Know little to nothing about NASCAR. Very, very amateur at like the racing aspect in general. And then I'm talking to these guys or I'm listening to them while they're practicing and they're talking about like clutching this and turning the car off going into corners and saving fuel here and when I'm going to pit. And I was like, I thought we all just like picked halfway through and just did it. I thought that's just how that worked. I didn't know there were so many techniques. It's just like one of the races we were watching, it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
The guy finished the race with literally no gas left
Love that.
because he decided to just pit one time and everyone else had to pit twice. And he's just like, I'll be really slow, like the last like 20 laps, but like I'll be a minute and a half ahead, so you got to catch up.
Yeah.
And
See if you can close that gap.
He finished the race with literally no gas
I
left.
love
He
that so
did
much.
just over half a lap with no fuel and just coasting.
And I was like, you could do that?
Now you can.
It's a thing that people do. I didn't know that. So like,
Risk it for the biscuit.
yeah, the things that I'm learning.
Joe recently learned how to win the race by pitting backwards, where you run your race backwards instead of, you go the shortest distance first to pit, then run it out of fuel, pit a second time, and you're good to go. And you're technically come out in front because you're the first one who pit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's
Tons of different strategies that Joe's
I didn't know there were
learning.
that many
Race
different ways. Like,
strategy breakdowns.
that was a
Yeah.
thing. So like, that's been fun. The community that are in it are great. Like all the guys, the people who are coming to watch now, and spectate.
Do you guys
been
have
great.
regulars on that? Because I'm not in the iRacing.
There's-
actually we
yeah.
do.
That's awesome.
So they're on Mondays. There's like people who have like their family watching. So the Mondays have like their people. Then
Cool,
Tuesdays have their people, but some of the people who race on Monday also race on Tuesday. So some of the people are in both.
Oh, so there's that crossover.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we had actually on Monday, one of the guys joined for the first time because his friend was racing. And then was like, this is so cool. This is great. He commented the whole time. And then on Tuesday, we started doing the other league race. And he comes back like a half hour into the race. He goes, wait, you guys doing Xfinity too? And we were like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can watch us whenever, dude.
Yeah, different league on Tuesdays. So we got Mondays and Tuesdays. He's like, that's awesome.
And then I think that's what I even added. I'm like, and we have a podcast on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shameless plug.
Yeah, it's shameless.
And anyone who's subscribed to watch iRacing, they're gonna be like, "The fuck are these jackasses doing?
Yeah.
I'm here for racing."
The voices are familiar, but I don't see the cars.
Oh, that's what they look like. Go back to the radio voice.
So it's been a lot of fun. I think it's been a great learning experience. Just like with radio and commentating and doing the podcast. I think it's just like growth overall. Asking questions for the winners people, that's a little rough because I don't ask normal questions because I don't know what the normal questions are because I don't know racing.
Here
so
comes Joe. Hey, so how's your day going?
I ask weird questions. And Bob at the end of one of the first was like, That question was amazing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, one of the questions Joe asked, and it was basically like, what was the hardest turn on the track for you? And the person he asked to was silent, and he's like, I don't know. And after the broadcast, I'm like, dude, that's the first time I've ever heard that guy completely speechless.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
got him.
great job.
I was like,
Stump the driver.
Isn't that a bad thing? Do we want them to talk?
Nope. Get him.
Get him.
Make him look like a fool. I'm
And
joking.
what's cool about that, for our Monday league, one of the guys is going to be on American Ninja Warrior this season.
That's awesome.
Like,
I've
and
always wanted to try a course.
He's been
That'd be
on
so
the
cool.
show like 2 or 3 times already.
Okay.
So I might reach out to him and be like, yo, you want to call in and be on the show? Because he lives in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, probably not coming on the show.
You never know.
But if we could get him to call in,
Where's the
just
show
for like a
filmed?
short segment.
Definitely. That'd be
you never,
sick.
you never know where is it filmed in Jersey?
He has actually done a tournament in New Jersey before.
Well, see which
Where he's like, hey, dude, I'm in your neck of the woods. He's like, and he was in Lawrenceville.
Oh, that is
Like,
like
which
that is
is
your
literally
neck of the
my
woods.
neck
yeah,
of the
that
woods.
is your neck of the woods. It's confirmed.
I'm like, dude, you were 10 minutes from me.
That's crazy.
If I was working, you were in my town.
It's been fun. Very different, but fun. If you go to another shameless plug, tabletoptrio.com, and then float over to the calendar section that we just added, you can actually see all of our events for the foreseeable future, including PAX and this weekend for the Saucetoberfest, which will also have links where you can click and then get info and tickets and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
Same for PAX, links right to the page so you can go check and get tickets and do whatever.
Dude, I cannot wait for PAX this year.
Real
I'm so
quick,
excited.
it is awesome that we even need a calendar tab. That is awesome.
Right.
That's really cool.
I was-
That's a big step in the right direction.
I was talking to Bob and I'm like, Bob, we have too much shit. I think I actually need to add a calendar.
Yeah, like that's a big step.
Yeah. I think we were jokingly talking, but then Bob is not joking because on the bottom of our agenda, he just has all of these projects of places that he wants to go to and when the dates
And it was
are.
just random events coming to the Edison Convention Center
Yeah.
Love that.
for us to be like, hey, we don't have anything going on this month. Let's go to an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like, do you want to go to the toy
now-
show? Do you want to go to the Christmas convention?
Now we have a calendar.
Yeah,
Like-
we can schedule this.
yeah, we have like events. Like,
Yeah.
So
But back to PAX, dude. Oh, I'm so excited.
and this is going to be your first. Is it? Have
This
you
is,
been to PAX
I've been
Unplugged
to
at all?
PAX once before.
Unplugged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once before. It was awesome. But now to go with like a little more like on the line, that's gonna be
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
So now
Hopefully, I don't throw my back out this year like last year.
Love that.
we really hope not.
Knock on wood.
that
that
was
was-
a little.
Awful.
Yeah, that was a little much.
That's tough,
Between
that's
that and
tough.
like all 3 of us having issues that weekend.
Well, my only issue was I was carrying 40 pounds on my back the entire weekend.
Yeah. My dogs still will play with that D20 you got them, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
They had a dog or a pet toy company there,
yeah, yeah.
and Joe bought 2 rubber squishy Kong D20s.
Yeah.
I was like, they had a bunch of stuff for dogs
If
and
you're
cats.
rolling nat 20, all the toys, all like the treats that you put inside fall out because the hole for the treats is where the 1 is.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if it's a nat
nice.
20, it all falls out. If
That's
it's a nat 1, it's on top.
Yeah.
So
You
they had
beat dog, you don't get nothing.
they had cat toys, they had dog toys, and then they had like rough dog toys. And I wanted to get the cat toys for my idiots and then the dog toys. And I was like, I can't get him like, they had like the squishy like plush. And I was like, that's like 3 seconds. That's not going to cut it.
I have
and then they're
2
like,
pit bulls.
then they're like, we have this one that like you could probably attempt to cut in half with a chainsaw, but it might gunk up the teeth. And I was like, that's the one, 2 of those.
Dialed. Way to go.
But no, PAX Unplugged is going to be fun. This is your first time doing media. It's going to be our second PAX Unplugged.
The media people are so nice.
Yeah. Like
We hung out with the bearded bard, I think was the one guy's name,
Oh, that's cool.
yes.
and like we were with him and his group.
You ever felt so little that we were in the media room across from these guys, and they're all talking to each other, and they're like grabbing content, and he's in a full
full
furry
cosplay
outfit.
as Possum Jesus.
Yeah.
Like a possum dressed as Jesus.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So-
I have a
Fantastic.
sticker of his
Yeah,
on my
so-
water bottle now.
So he's in this full garb, and they're talking about this and that, and they're talking.
Oh, yeah,
to
only
one guy.
15,000 likes on this last
Yeah, he's
video.
like,
I should
I only
probably
got-
pull it down.
I only got 15,000 likes, and I was like,
What?
how many followers you guys have? He's like, it's like 50,000 or something, or like up there. He's like, yeah, how about you guys? I was like, oh, we got some.
It's like, oh my God.
It's a number.
It's
It's a number.
we're growing.
It's more than one.
More than one, less than 50,000.
Yeah. But I was like, I've never felt like I didn't belong in this media group. Like,
And we're going back.
and we're going back. But I don't know. Maybe that speaks to the professionalism that we
Yeah.
kind of always bring.
We made friends with a guy in Reading Terminal Market that was making cheesesteaks.
He was so. That
I
cheesesteak
love
was so
cheesesteaks.
good. It was good. I have to go
cheesesteaks.
back. I hope that the guys from the Necro Munchicon and the Necro Nom 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 are there again, because I didn't get a chance to get the rum last time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got I had to leave. You were all fucked up. So we ended up not going the second day because we're all fucked up. But they had rum, but you had to go across the street to the terminal to get it because they couldn't sell it at the event.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a chance to go. And
Rookie mistake.
it was, I was carrying that giant thing, so I couldn't carry it around.
Yeah, 40 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
So I was
Rookie
like,
mistake.
yeah. So I was like, damn. Like
Well, you could share the load. I'm a pack mule. You just throw shit on me. I'm good.
Normally, I am too.
yeah. No, he was out of
Just
commission.
through the back. Yeah.
Dude, it was so bad. We actually went to guest services to see if they had like a wheelchair to like
Yeah.
put me around. That's how bad it
Oh,
was.
that's a rough one.
Would have
And
been
they're
better
like-
if
and
they
they-
said yes, but they said no.
And they're like, yeah, no, the website says we have wheelchairs, but we don't.
But we actually don't.
They're like, the venue didn't provide us any, and the UPS store is closed this week.
And that's where they all are.
In the UPS store. All the way.
Correct.
What?
I couldn't tell you.
Listen. I was trying to find a joke that nothing came to mind.
Yeah.
No, drop that one.
I said something at the moment about how there was bad delivery service. How dare you, UPS? But I'm very excited. I think
I can't wait. I really can't wait.
yeah, we're having all the stuff. You're gonna be doing social media this year, which
Oh, hell
hopefully
yeah.
means we'll be doing more shorts and stuff. I actually wanted to. We're gonna do some testing with those little mics
Oh,
and
yeah,
hooking
that'd
them
be
right
cool.
to your phone. I think there's a way to
that'd
do
be
it
Dope.
where we could do like just quick 15, 20-second interviews
And,
and then
some
just
shorts.
throw them up in
Throw 'em
shorts
up.
and stuff. So like
Yeah.
live.
Love that.
So
I've got a
We
couple
can also
ideas
go
for us
live
to
and
do as
then-
well.
we could go live on phone.
That'd be cool.
Service is not great.
It wasn't terrible. We should be fine.
If we have a media pass, I'm sure there's a way we can get hooked to the Wi-Fi.
There was media Wi-Fi.
yes.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out.
We'll workshop
yeah,
it.
We'll get it going. But
One thing I'm excited for, Darrington Press said they're going to be there.
yes.
Ooh,
They
I
are Critical
love-
Role's press,
Yep.
thing. Critical Role's also doing a live show at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion in Camden.
Yep, my
that
friends
weekend.
were telling me about it, and they want to buy tickets like now. It's
Yeah,
going to
they're-
be after PAX is done.
And they're doing their brand new Daggerheart
Mhm.
TTRPG, which looks very cool.
It looks very
I've,
cool.
I've seen them do a couple episodes on like the Critical Role channel, and it looks interesting.
I believe it's more like story driven.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
where
It's
5e
not,
is always a little more combat.
yeah.
But,
And there's a lot more like there's luck and stress points
Yep,
and
yep.
like different like gusto and that kind of stuff.
mhm.
That's interesting.
if
And there's
you
not-
want to go to that, I think I'm going to be there. I think I'm going. I think I'm going. I think I'm already signed up. I was told that I
wonder-
wasn't allowed to say no.
I wonder if they offer media credentials.
That would be.
So that's what we were going. I'm like, all right, we already have PAX
'Cause
Unplugged.
Streetlight Manifesto is also going to be in Philly that weekend.
Oh,
Do they have media?
I don't know.
We're just getting media passes for everything. Let's go.
I mean,
boys.
I want to go there regardless.
And it's at the old TLA, so now the Franklin Music Hall, I think it's called now. Dope venue.
What if we were able to interview? Notoriously, he does like no interviews.
Yeah.
What if we were able to interview them? Hey,
the guy that does no interviews.
hey, at
Worth a
Streetlight,
shot.
You are from right around the corner from me. Starland is 10 minutes away. That's your home venue. That's my home
Technically,
venue.
our home venue is Starland.
Yeah. So
Just
like,
saying.
maybe we do a little tiny interview.
So-
I've been
small
following
one,
since like
small.
2006 when I was in middle school.
I might be sending out an email tomorrow.
Oh, fire him off.
Yeah.
Why not?
What's the
And
worst
just
that
be
they
like,
could say?
Shooter's gonna shoot.
Hey, I don't know how to do this. Looking for media credentials.
That would be insane. Can you imagine doing PAX Unplugged and then just rolling down the street to a streetlight show?
Literally.
Oh yeah.
Literally down the street to the TLA.
Ugh.
Or, well, Franklin Music Hall now.
The dream.
The dream.
The dream.
And then also going into Camden to see Critical Role.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it's a whole thing.
That weekend.
It's just a very packed weekend.
Also, that's after just after I move. So I'll be living out of boxes.
Yep.
Going all
Nothing
these-
set up.
It's fine. I got an air mattress.
Hey, hon, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a couple
Have
days.
fun sitting in the empty house.
I plugged in a lamp. You're good.
I think the internet's working now.
5G coverage is fine. You should be okay.
Order pizza. I don't care.
Oh, about that. Find a good pizza place.
Apparently, there is a ridiculous pizza place right nearby.
Stop. I'll be the
So-
judge of that.
And there's
right.
also multiple, they're called heritages.
What the hell's a heritage?
It's basically like South Jersey Wawa.
Sounds like a sickness.
If you look at it, says
Wawa,
it's
South Jersey Wawa.
heritage,
It sounds like a bad.
but it's like local South Jersey.
it sounds like a
Wawa.
rare
Ew.
bird.
And there's like 15 of them. You can
Does
get
sound
like
good.
breakfast sandwiches, hoagies,
what's the name of it?
Heritages.
heritages.
Yeah, that sounds like a rare bird.
The sign says
Oh,
heritage.
the rare heritage.
Is it not?
Oh,
That's like a
as it-
French. That's like a French bird.
As it perches upon the parapet.
I was getting fucked up by geese.
Oh shit, that thing's getting murdered.
Things get fucked up. Well, that'll
damn
be.
Yeah, guys, I cannot wait
So
for
I
PAX.
guess we're gonna judge the pizza on the PAX Unplugged pre-show.
We should bring the pizza with us. Hey, try this. What do you think of it? Is it
live
good?
from Bob's living room. Here's the pizza.
This pizza's unplugged.
We're all sitting on like fold-up chairs.
That's what I used to do here.
Nah,
Yeah, listen, it
crisscross
happens.
applesauce on the floor.
There we go.
Let's be real here.
We're using the pizza lid as plates.
My spine does not allow me to sit crisscross applesauce.
I actually had to use the pizza box as a plate when working
Huh?
at my internship one year.
That's a real thing.
I was
love that
working,
move.
well, it was for a minor league hockey team, like a professional hockey team. And they're like, yeah, we ran out of plates, so you're just going to have to use the box. This was in the media center, by the way. Like,
Dialed.
Perfect.
that was also the year I almost got yelled and screamed at by a former NHL enforcer.
Oh yeah, you told us about that
Yay.
guy. That was fun. Yeah,
All because he thought I was media and didn't work for the team.
Wah, wah. Yeah, I am. I'm excited for all things going forward. I feel like we got a little bit of momentum behind us,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
which has been great. I feel like we've been
Yes.
getting a little.
And I feel like we have so much that we have yet to nail down.
Oh, there's so much.
Like
Yeah.
it'd be really awesome if everything comes to fruition. But even
Mhm.
what we have is more than I ever expected.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to come here and talk shit for a couple hours, go home every Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it's so much more than that.
No,
And it's
there's-
so much fun.
There's so much, and it just keeps growing and growing. And now, like, we are in such a good position to like expand in the future. Like, we're gonna be getting, hopefully, we're gonna be getting another camera. So we'll be able to do triple shots,
The triple
and
shot.
B will be able. The new camera's meant for video. So right now we're using. Granted, they are DSLR, they're mirrorless cameras. These are meant for photography first. cameras or video second.
I will say though, the picture looks phenomenal, and these lights that we have on,
Yeah.
like I don't think we've ever had more crisp
No, I don't
looking like video.
I don't
Real
think we've
dial.
ever looked this good.
I've
But,
never looked this good. I
Yeah, no,
promise you that.
I can guarantee that. I'm ugly. We've known this for years.
This camera makes me gorgeous.
No, it helps.
Super
It-
helps.
but not gorgeous, not there. We're just less ugly.
Yeah, it's just still
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah, whatever. Someone had to do it. Someone had to be ugly. It was me.
is what it is. But we got video coming up, so like we won't overheat because these things do overheat after about 30 minutes, 35
Oh shit,
minutes.
that might have been what happened.
Only if you're recording. So we cheat. The reason they never overheat while we do
Okay.
is because we never actually hit the record button. We are
Love that.
we are just feeding the monitor.
Oh yeah.
So we're cheesing.
Interesting.
I'm cheesing the system.
So I don't know if I told Bob this.
Oh no.
I think I just told Joe.
Speaking
Oh
of
no.
the hot sauce show,
So at the Philly Hot Sauce show, you guys decided it was a great idea to leave Graham alone with all the equipment. I did a crash course with Bob on Saturday, so Sunday I was running the show alone. I did a lot of interviews, and at one point I noticed that like the monitor screen was like frozen on something that like was recorded a while ago. It was a picture of something like that wasn't recorded that weekend at all. And I was a shrew. That's something I'm not going to worry about. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I was like, I hit both buttons every time. They turned red. I believe I was recording. I believe I did it. And then at some point I was like, why don't I just turn the cameras off and turn them back on? So I turned them off, turned them back on, and then the picture corrected itself and started the normal feed. And I was like, huh. So there's a good chance I just have audio in all this.
If it makes you feel any better, it did that to me for like 30 seconds last week during the taco show.
Did it?
So
We might be good then. We might have all the video we need.
so,
Who
so I
knows?
had to get up and like turn it off, turn it back on again, like just towards the end.
I think I figured out what was going on.
Granted, that was a long ass episode last
Yeah.
week.
I think
It
I
was.
figured out what was going on with the audio last week too. When you were switching camera angles to me, you didn't have the audio sources set, and that's why it was cutting into that.
No, it was dumber than that.
Well, the first 30.
Here we go.
The first
Everyone,
27
air
minutes.
out your dirty laundry.
Yes.
Tell us.
So the reason we didn't have audio for the first half hour. So the way we get audio
I don't like that he has to explain it.
from the mixer into the computer, we use a USB cable.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you can get audio from the mixer to go into the computer is if said USB cable is actually plugged into the mixer. We did the first half hour of the show not being plugged in.
Fuck
So
yeah,
we had the
dude.
lights blinking. We
Everything
had
was
the
great.
lights
Everything
were
was
lighting.
going on.
The audio was recording.
It's dope.
The lights were on, but no one was home.
So, Joe, now you got to tell everyone your story of the light today.
I was too enamored about blinking lights and tacos. I didn't think to plug anything in.
So we got these new fancy lights, and I break them down after every episode because I don't want to leave giant lights up.
They
So-
store very nicely.
They do store. They break down almost completely, like to basically the size of this board. Yeah, it's pretty great. So I go get it all set up, put the little filter thingy in the front to diffuse the light. And I go and I plug it in and I click the button. Nothing happens. Click the button. Nothing happens. Unplug it. Move to a different plug. I'm like, this is like a brand new power strip. Definitely can't be that. Turn it on. Turn it off. Nothing. Graham looks at me and goes, is it screwed in all the way? As I then remember that the light bulb was still behind me on the computer. And I just turn to him and go, a little bit. It's a little,
It was a little loose.
unplugged.
A little loose.
So we literally had a how many idiots does it take to screw in a light bulb
Yeah.
moment?
Yeah, we did.
Apparently more than 3.
It's well, it was 1.5.
We podcast. We know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Sometimes
we
70% of the time it works every time.
See,
yeah.
that's why I always say this is why I went to school for radio and not anything else.
Yeah.
Because I know how to push a button.
Hell yeah. That was a great button.
Love
Love that
I'm a
button.
really
That's my
good
favorite
button
button.
pusher.
my thing with this podcast is that we are ever evolving. There's always new stuff. sometimes that new stuff is going to work great.
Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
Sometimes.
I mean, today we had our second ever phone call, I think.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
it
It
hasn't
worked.
been.
It was pretty
hasn't
smooth.
been I think the last time was also Kyle.
Yeah, probably.
I think Kyle's the only one that called
In-
the show.
In a former podcast that Joe and I did, Kyle was a frequent caller. He'd see we're on and he'd just call to just like
Talk.
just to talk.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Yeah, just,
Love that.
except they didn't have like an easy hookup like this. It was a process to get that hooked up.
Ah.
So like when he called,
It
they
was
had
like
to panic.
5
And
different cables that I had to
I
plug
think
in.
I have it all downstairs still.
Oh,
It's like in the bag of like just old shit.
Oh, my bag of shit.
Yeah, it's my bag
the bag.
of shit now.
Oh shit.
I dig through there and I'm like, I need none of this. I don't want to throw it out because it's not mine. But none of these
But
are useful
none of it.
anymore.
It was called an iRig.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lightning cable attachment
Mhm.
that goes into a box that has two like 1/8-inch headphone jacks, one for in, one for out, because it's made for recording guitar into your phone.
Okay.
And so it's got that. Then I needed 2 separate cables that both needed adapters. One
Sick.
for an adapter to go into the headphone port, the other to be an XLR adapter. So I needed another adapter to adapt into the adapter. It was the jankiest setup I've ever seen.
It's bad.
But did it work?
Most of the time.
5 times out of 10.
Fuck yeah.
And that's how we'd play our like intro song and all the other stuff. Mind you, it also was part of a board that was literally a 16-channel mixer.
For no reason.
Whoa. It's a big board.
It was...
He still has
I still have it. It's like this big.
Why?
Why not?
Because
Just in case.
I have.
I mean, in
my
fairness,
dad has a 16-channel board. He doesn't record.
Ever.
He sings live. Doesn't record. Uses wireless. Don't
I didn't know your dad sang.
Oh yeah. They got a whole thing going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that like his job?
No, he's
Oh.
retired, so I guess technically yes.
So, yes.
Yeah. He's
Interesting.
who are you guys? That's the name of the band.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
they-
thought you were asking
No,
like
they-
the camera.
So that's how they
Who
got the
are you
name.
people?
So they would always go to like karaoke things and
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
would sing and people would be like, "Oh, who are you guys? You're really good." And then they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Exactly.
that's it." So I own the website. I hosted their website for them. But they got shows, they do gigs, they have so much equipment. You want to know where I get an obsession with audio and video stuff? Blame my father. Because growing up, we were like, no budget, everything's a budget, everything's a budget. And then we go to like a guitar store and I'd be like, Dad, I really want this one, but like, this is like 3 times the cost of the one I actually like came here for. And it's like way too big. He's like, Dad, no budget's here. And I was like,
We
Dad,
budget everything
it's
so we can no budget the music store?
Dad, those are 1,000-watt 18-inch speakers for karaoke.
Hell yeah.
He goes, what's the problem? I'm like, it's all lows. There's no mids. There's no highs. He goes, oh, then we'll just get mids and highs. I'm like, Dad, we have... How many speakers we bring fucking home today? Yes.
All of them.
The answer is 4 and 2 monitors. This is our basement, Graham. You know how loud? And then he had
For
to get
karaoke.
and then he had to get an amp to power all that. So we got a Carwin amp, which is like the fucking Ferrari of amps.
Love that.
And I can't stress this enough. Karaoke.
Oh my god.
And so
I
one day
love everything about that.
one day I have my laptop and it was 2008, 2009, so still a spin drive. And I'm just playing some music. My dad's down there. He goes, "How loud
dabbling
does this
some
get?"
music.
And I go, "Too loud." And he goes, "Have you ever cranked it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "When?" I was like, "When you're not here." I get yelled at otherwise. The neighbors heard me. And he goes, "Seriously?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we're underground." Firmly heard me. They do not at the time, like where we lived, not that close. Shouldn't have heard me. I was like
Crystal clear.
easily 500 to 600 feet away. was like where our neighbor was to where the speakers were.
Love that.
And I was in the basement on the other side of the house, underground. Heard me clear. So my dad goes, why don't you
Turn-
crank it? I
turn it up.
want to hear it. So
Turn
I'm
it
like,
up.
you sure? He goes, yeah. I was like, all right. Start
Yeah,
turning up the
yeah.
volume, turning up the volume, turning up the volume. I had Zeppelin playing. So like You already know, if you listen to Zeppelin, it doesn't get that loud. Everything back in the day was mastered a lot lower than it's mastered now. So the volume already doesn't get that high. Turn it up the volume. Turn it up the volume. It's starting to hurt. Turn it up the volume. My fucking hard drive on my laptop started skipping. That wasn't a CD. There was no CD to skip. It was vibrating my laptop to the point of skipping.
Holy shit.
So
Loud.
I
The
lower
answer
it,
is loud.
and my dad goes, "Yeah, it's real loud." My mom opens the door to the basement and just yells, "The fuck are you guys doing?"
Oh no.
I love the no warning to the rest of the house.
No
Just,
warning.
Hey, turn it up. This is what happens.
Full goddamn house, not a single warning. Blasted like 3,000 full RPMs upstairs.
People are going deaf.
Oh, we got deaf. I was fucking 4 feet from the speaker. You wonder why I had tinnitus? That's why I had tinnitus.
Oh, I love that.
That's amazing.
We still have those speakers up at my parents' house, and my dad's like, "What should I do with those?" I'm like, "I don't know. You live in an adult community; they're all fucking deaf anyway. Just blast them."
Yeah.
But my dad goes, because they're getting older and they do all this live shows. They didn't want to carry them. They weigh a fucking ton, which they weigh a fucking ton.
Valid.
So they went and they got the Bose system, like the little.
Oh yeah.
It's just a little fucking bar.
Little tower.
It looks like a sound bar.
Yeah.
Little
Cranks.
Oh my god, do they fucking crank?
Yeah.
They use 2 of them.
Technology's crazy. Man.
Yeah, they use 2, and they're like, no,
Fucking
they're louder. They're not. It's weird the way Bose does it. They're not louder, close, but like,
They project.
yeah, the magic that Bose did was they're the same volume 10 feet away as they are like fucking 50 feet away. I don't understand how they did it, but that's kind of how they function. So for them going to like bars and stuff, it's great because they just put one down, and then it
Just goes.
just goes.
That's sweet.
Yeah, as opposed to these are like, there's a line of volume.
Of just sound.
Yeah. If you walk in that line, it's going to hurt.
So what you're saying is your dad has speakers for us for our next live broadcast?
Well, do you know
Imagine that stack.
Do you know how many sets of speakers I have? I have the Fender.
We do have audio out on this board.
I know, and I never bring the speakers because I didn't think I needed them. I have the Fender, like the little suitcase kit. It was meant for like guitarists. I have the smaller unit. It's like 4-inch speakers. It was like 100 watts RMS or something. And I used to use them in the woods all the time in high school because we would do Rock Band with a projector out in the woods with like fucking sheets just tied to trees. And we would have the music just blasting. It'd be a good time.
That sounds like some fun.
Yeah,
that
but I
sounds
have
awesome.
I have them in the basement, and I'm like, I haven't had to use these things because for what? This is a little box, but now everything is here. Like I don't need, but I have them.
Yeah.
And I have my Samsung one, which is basically twice as loud in the same footprint, which is just boggles my mind. But I have way too much audio shit.
So much.
And then like this mixer for the show. Then you have a 16 channel mixer. I have a 16 channel mixer with no actual inputs. It's just it's a rack mount, and it's supposed to be for like digital. Like the whole mixer itself is on like Windows based.
Ooh.
And the only reason that was for was I was gonna mic my brother's drums when I lived at that house. I don't live at that house anymore. I don't know.
I will say, I feel like we should probably bring some sort of amp for this weekend, just in case.
I'll probably bring either the Samsung one or that little Fender like I was telling you about, because both of them have the hookups that are, I think, right out of this is just the RCAs.
Yeah, I think it's quarter out.
Yeah,
Maybe RCA. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll learn.
Do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
It's got to be a Walmart nearby.
But I feel like it's a pretty good jumping off point for us tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a ton of fun. Make sure you check us out this weekend. Schaefer Farms in Flemington. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Live judging
Hell yeah,
for
it's gonna
us.
get spicy.
It's going to get real spicy. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. As always, you can check out our website for any updates, tabletoptrio.com for the calendar of events, which I cannot wait.
One for the crowd.
It's going to be a good time. So for one final time, I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Graham.
It's been the Tabletop Trio podcast. Have a great night. We'll see you this weekend at Schaefer Farms.